Oh, hi. Welcome back to Dose of Destiny, y'all. If you're new, I'm Destiny, and thank you for coming back each week for your dose of balance, whether that's spiritually, mentally, or energetically, or hell, all three. Today, I just wanted to kind of talk about situationships and how I think that there are a lot of men in this world who don't necessarily see the value in having a woman by their side. I don't want y'all to think that I am speaking from a perspective because I'm hurt, because I am very much so at peace and living and thriving and all the things, okay? I have completely evolved out of the situationship phase. And I only realized that recently. I don't know if y'all have been how long you've been following me, but I went on like this detox from men, and I'm back in that phase now. I mean, I let maybe one or two people come in and like shake things up a little bit for me, which it didn't take long, but I think it was just me testing myself again to see what I've learned or to see what I need to learn going forward, so that when I am in a relationship, I can bring that value that I know I have within myself. Because I was in a place where I thought my value lied elsewhere. I thought my value lied with what I could do for someone, like just superficially. I thought that my value lied in what I could do sexually. I was completely wrong. And I didn't know my power. I didn't know the true value that I knew I could bring. I knew I was valuable. Like, those are just pluses. The real number here, the real, what you call it? I don't know, the number that you get at the end, like whenever you add 2 and 2 together. That's what matters, not the bonus 5 points because you did long division or whatever. I don't know. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? So I thought that the little +5, +10 bonus was the real deal. But turns out my value lied in what I could do spiritually, how I can encourage, motivate, how I can inspire you to be the better version of yourself. And I thought for so long that it was in other ways. And I think that a lot of men also, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'm sure there's somebody who can relate because it just popped in my mind. So I know it's something I need to say. I think that a lot of men base their worth off of what they can do as well, but financially and, physically, not the type of leadership that they could bring or the type of protection that they could bring here in the physical. Like, we've gotten it twisted. And I always say that I blame social media, but like, it's not even necessarily social media. It's people's mindsets, for real. Like, it's their mindsets that's dragging us down as a society. So if we didn't have social media though, I think that a lot of men would focus more so on their spiritual development rather than what they can do and who they can be in the physical. Because that's something that I realized as a woman, that what my value truly was. So that's up to you as a man, you as a woman, to really figure out what you bring to the table. Everybody is like, oh, well, what do you bring to the table? Can you take care of me? Can you do this or do that? But like, it ain't even about that. It's not about that at all. I spoke about this in one of my episodes about feminine and masculine energy. If y'all didn't check those few episodes out, you definitely should. But the true value lies within, not outside of you. Those are just pluses. So I ended up in situationships because I didn't know my true value. And only here recently, I had to go back to the drawing board after spending almost a whole year to myself. No boys, nothing. I get back out here and make very similar mistakes. And I'm like, what what am I not getting about my life? But I felt like I had to do that. Like that had to be a part of my process. So like, I mean, I recognized them sooner, or else I would have been in the same situations all over again. And it's like I have people in my corner, and this is why I always say community is everything, because when you have people in your corner to like help you, remind you of who you are, and help you to remind you of like you taking these rose colored glasses off, because yeah, you know how to run your life, but you're also biased about yourself. So like you need people around you who's going to give you their very unbiased opinions, and who's going to tell you the truth, who's going to hold you accountable, okay? But also people who are going to be supportive in whatever you do decide to do. That's the most important part. So like with me getting back out here and realizing, actually taking the time to detox my spirit from whatever I was doing in the past, to get back out here with a fresher perspective on men and on dating and things like that, to see where my issues lie still. Some issues that I'm still missing, you know, within myself. So like, that's just how you heal. Like you gotta be out here having experiences, okay? Like you gotta have experiences so you can get to know yourself. You're not going to heal. You're being avoidant actually if you are not willing to get back out there. It's because you know you're not ready deep down inside. But like I said, for me, all of my relationships have been my biggest teachers. So I know getting back out there and falling flat on my fucking face yet again was all that it needed. It was all that I needed to be able to see, oh, that's what I've been doing wrong this whole time. And I'm like, and I'm sitting here like even thinking again, like, but like it just helps me to grow. That's how I grow. That's how I learn myself. That's just that's just my process. You know, everybody's process is different. So figure out what yours is. But you can't figure that out if you're still sitting on the couch, or if you're still talking to the same people that, you know, like they're not for you. And I had to learn that too, honey. And they're next for a reason. They're an ex for a reason, okay? So I say all of that to say meet new people. Meet brand new people to test out your own theories within yourself. And even if you fail, even if something happens to where like this didn't work out or whatever, it's okay. It probably wasn't meant to. It was just to show you and to teach you what you still were missing about yourself. You got to think about what you're asking for. So if you're asking for, oh, please help me, show me what to do or whatever, or what do I need to heal? What am I still missing? Best believe you're going to find out. And for me, I always found out through my relationships. Something that I just value so much. I always have to learn from them. And I think that's why I value them so much, because I do learn so much from all of my interactions. It's crazy. Like when I think back at some of the things that I put up with, or people that I talked to and didn't have no business, like it was all within me. But it's crazy because, you know, that's how I know I've grown a lot, because I would never have admitted any of this. Like, oh, it could have been me. No, it ain't me, it's them. They did something, they did this. But no, like I attracted this. So what within me caused me to attract yet another situationship? It's because I know my value. Figure out what your value is. Like, I spend so much time figuring out what I value, like, in the physical. But, like, what do I value? What is my value within me? Not what do I value. And what I can bring to the table, you can't, there's nothing you can do, or there's no words that you can put that shit in. You can't say, oh, well, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. Like, you don't even know how things are going to be. You don't know how you're going to have to move in this relationship. You just have to see. Like, you will just have to experience me and figure out whether that's something you want or whether it's something you can do without. And it's just that simple. Like, vetting me as well as I vet you. But, you know, one thing that I have come to terms with is that I still have, like, some work to do in the relationship department. And I'm really not ashamed to say it. We all are struggling with relationships right now. Like, that's the real pandemic. We got so used to being in our shells, not being able to trust people. You know, our whole lives, we were taught how to not trust people. So, like, why do we think that we're going to grow up and know how to trust people in our adult relationships? It's just not the way that it works. It's not the way that the cookie crumbles. Honey, this is good. So, if y'all ain't got your blanket, your blunt, your wine, I don't know, go grab that. Go grab that and come back. Pause this video. Honey, because let me tell you something. These men know your worth. They're just not going to show you love because you don't know your worth. And there is nothing worse than dealing with somebody who's insecure. Nothing worse. I'm telling you. Like, you don't want to deal with somebody who is unsure of themselves. You want to deal with somebody who knows their power, who knows their worth, who knows that they can have whatever they want. You know? There's nothing more attractive to me than confidence. Real confidence, okay? Not the kind that you just say, oh, I'm confident, yeah. You know? Because I'm calling your bluff. I'm calling your fucking bluff. But, like, not in a way that's mean. Not in a way that's degrading and that's going to make you feel less than. No, absolutely not. I would never. So, situationships no more. Like, we are in a place where it's time to have experiences that are positive in love and positive in life, period. We do not have to go through the things that we put ourselves through. I just made a podcast about, are we addicted to pain or pleasure? And it really goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about right now, because we can be addicted to, like, the highs of a relationship. We can be tolerant with the lows as long as it's something that I know I can be okay with, as long as this is the reward right after. So you're addicted to that very cheap hit of dopamine that this person is giving you, all because you want love. You're sacrificing yourself in the name of love, baby. This is your vice. Love is your vice. You're addicted to love. Like, what the fuck? I bet you didn't think about that, did you? But me either, honestly. Addicted to wanting love. Addicted to having love. What kind of addiction is that? And how do you even know? Well, I'm telling you. It's when you just love so much that you're willing to have it in any capacity, that you're willing to have just a little bit of it, just to feel it, just even if it's just for 2 weeks, just to feel it. Like, I know what love feels like. I know what it tastes like. I know what it looks like. Yet I'm still choosing men, or you're still choosing men or women who don't align with that feeling. Because we just want to be loved just a little bit, you know? Like, it's okay. Look at me validating you. I'm validating myself too. We in this together, sis. We in this together, bro. But we're overcoming it. We are overcoming this. Like, one day we're all gonna get on here, like this whole community of people, we're gonna get on here and we're gonna be like, I found the love of my life because I listened to Destiny. And I'm gonna be like, I found the love of my life because I listened to myself for once. Like, I'm always trying to give advice and shit, but sometimes I don't even be listening to my own advice. But I know, I be knowing, like, yeah, this is probably not the best decision, but I'm along for the ride. I love the thrill. Like, maybe that's my advice. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's like, there's nothing like a passionate connection. It's just not. And I know, like, I'm not laughing, okay? I'm not laughing. But for real, like, y'all know what those very passionate, like, sparks flying type of connection. Like, if you haven't ever experienced one, like, then you will not understand why I put myself through some of those things, or why people put themselves through some of those things, because, honey, that passion is crazy. But it's not good. Like, it's okay to have not a boring love, because you really have to exhilarate me and be able to keep up with my energy. Like, if you're low energy, it's probably not gonna work, because, like, it's high energy over here. So I'm probably gonna get on your nerves. But and you'll probably get on mine, because I want you to not match my energy, like me, like being sassy like me. Please don't be sassy, okay? But not in that sense, but in a sense to where like you're getting what I'm putting out. Like, you're catching the energy, and like you're able to reciprocate in your own way. Not be just like me, but like, if we can hold a good conversation, we can be cool at this point. Like, I'm not even looking for a boyfriend right now. Like, that's been my issue too. Looking for a boyfriend. Well, you know, we do this, y'all. I'm a hopeless romantic. But actually, I'm becoming a little bit more hopeful. A hopeful romantic now. But yeah, I am open to connections. And if they lead to, we go together type thing, then I'm cool with that too. I'm just going with the flow. This is just me dating in my feminine energy. And let's do it, girls. Come on, girls. Let's date in our feminine energy. Okay, so that's enough. That's enough chit chat for now. Okay, so that is the end of the video. But I hope that that's not the end of us hanging out. I really enjoyed you. So pull up a chair, get on your couch, get your blanket, your wine, your blunt, your Palo Santo for good energy. Bring it on over here, and we can vibe like this all the time. So I hope that you guys have the most amazing, peaceful, feminine, situationshipless week. Okay, let's get through the week with no situationships. Okay. I'm gonna see you the next time that we link up. Okay, bye.